everyone, once again. Yeah, we're doing this live. If you want, you can catch us on Tuesdays and Sundays for reactions. Live streaming on
I'm
Twitch.
going. I'm also going to be recording my own reactions every Tuesday, Thursday, and probably Sunday if I feel like it, which I probably won't because I'm lazy.
But
So
yeah,
good luck to you.
if you want certain videos, you can suggest them over on, well, our Discord, because that helps me know what you guys really want, and also shows me the exact video. Now, I can't get to all of them like I wish I could, but I will.
Why you can get to all of them. He's just not trying hard enough.
Oh my god.
Eh?
Anyway, no, sorry. Someone sent me a message and I had to reply back. Hello, Potato, stop calling me Spark Plug or I will grill you alive.
Hello
Anyway.
everyone, it is me and Sparkflood. We're reacting to Knockout.
I shake you violently. Oh my god.
No, but seriously, we're reacting to it. We're learning about the basics of Knockout.
Yes, and we're also learning how to grill a potato. Anyway, we're going to head into this and see where exactly we're doing. Do it. I love me some grilled taters. And some fried biscuits. Anyway, besides that, I know nothing about Knockout. I just want to put that preface that here.
I know nothing about nothing.
That's pretty normal for your fable.
It was 10 years ago this month that Transformers Prime hit our screens for the first time. So what better way to celebrate its anniversary than with a look at the history of its big breakout character, the stylish Decepticon medic, Knockout.
Really?
Oh, I know about Knockout now. I think.
He's a medic? He does not look like a medic to me. But then again,
the Decepticon.
You know what I mean. He doesn't have any, like... He doesn't look like he turns into an ambulance or anything.
One of the preeminent examples of a Transformer name that's been reused again and again and again on a lot of very different characters
The
throughout the
Minicon.
franchise's history.
Yeah, I saw the emblem.
To maintain their trademark on it. The first Knockout was released in 1990, the final year of the original Transformers toy line in America. He was part of the line's range of tiny, 2-inch tall Micromaster figures, and was a member of the Decepticon Constructor Squad, alongside Stonecruncher, Excavator, Sledge, Hammer, and Grit.
What?
6 prideful, competitive construction experts who held no
I don't think this is a
Constructicon.
Yeah.
Who was paying them to do it if it meant they got the chance to build something. The squad were all Micromaster combiners. Each one
I just say, my favorite Minicon mold, such a fun thing. Minicons were a lot of fun, and I kind of wish we had them back, but that was for Armada, which is one of my favorites here, but yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Transformed into half a vehicle.
Oh!
Combined with any other half
That's weird.
to form a complete vehicle. Knockout was specifically paired with Grit, and together they turned into a backhoe truck, of which Knockout was the rear. Since the squad were all sold in a pack together, Knockout didn't get an individual character profile, and he didn't appear in any classic media, leaving him an almost completely blank slate for over a decade.
Not that surprising.
Dreamwave Productions profiled him in their 2003 guidebook, More Than Meets the Eye. Here, Knockout was characterized as one of the most dedicated and enthusiastic members of the Constructor Squad, who often got so thrilled at the idea of building something that he would faint from sheer excitement.
What?
Later this year,
I kind of like him,
Knockout
not
would
gonna
make
lie.
his first in-story appearance, a micro-sized cameo in the manga Battle of the Stargate. A further decade
Never heard of it.
he enjoyed a slightly more substantial role in IDW Publishing's 2014 comic book miniseries Empire of Stone, in which he helped Grit escape after he was wrongfully imprisoned alongside the Autobots Drift and Ratchet by dangerous Decepticon leader Gigatron.
Gigatron.
In between these scattered appearances by the original, many new different knockouts were introduced in other series.
I want to preface this as someone that really liked the Minicons. I always wanted the Star Saber, but I never got the Minicons for it.
I did.
I've
I
got-
even had the ones to make the laser one. That was fun.
I think I had Hot Shot, but I really wanted a Starscream toy, but eh.
Not Starscream.
Second Knockout debuted in 2002's Transformers Armada. He was one of
Hooray.
the tiny, power-enhancing
Hooray.
Minicons and transformed into an armored personnel
We
carrier.
always like the
A
Minicons.
member of the land military team, he and teammates Wreckage and Bone Crusher made a
Oh.
few appearances in both the Armada cartoon and comic book, overcoming their fear and hesitation to help the Autobots battle the Decepticons.
Yeah!
But like his predecessor, he didn't really have a
no.
personality until Dreamwave created a profile for him, which described him as a talkative brawler, sharp-witted
first
but
Minicon was
hot-headed,
Rick.
who had a tendency
Cool.
to jump to conclusions.
Hot-headed, huh?
Armada's sequel series, 2004's
Oh.
Transformers Energon, also featured its own knockout, another Minicon, who formed the head of his larger partner.
Does that make
the
him a
Autobot
headmaster?
Ultra Magnus. The live-action movie universe gained its first knockout in
kinda like this design.
2009's Revenge
Not
of the
gonna lie.
Fallen toy line. This one, an Autobot who transformed into a motorcycle. An insecure young bot who spent all his free time honing his skills in hopes of being noticed by his comrades. He didn't feature in the films themselves, but did appear in tie-in novels and comic books, helping the
Ah, interesting. On another note, for everyone, and for Fable, would you guys actually like to watch us play some of the Transformers games? I don't know where to find them right now, but I will go looking, if you guys really want us to. Because they are
Freaking
fun.
Freaking Snow Fox wants me to play the Transformers games, and I'm like, listen, if I can somehow, pay like $500 for a stupid key for a game that's no longer on the thing, sure, why not?
I can't believe it's no longer on the store. That was a dumb thing.
Yeah, no, they probably lost the rights to it or something. But I know some people really want me to play it. I don't know how or why, but I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Like
it's gonna be really hard.
Like I've always said with this, a really good idea for a video game is basically have someone be able to make their own like Autobot or Decepticon and choose their alt mode and then have multiplayer where they can choose their side. Do you know how many people would play that?
Everyone.
Every Transformers fan. Who wouldn't want to make their own Cybertronian? Hell, if you somehow add in combiners, like have that as a power-up where if your team does really well together. That'd be crazy. Hello, Platty. No, you cannot use the scary emote. No, you cannot drink any alcohol here. This is an alcohol-free zone. No, you cannot have my fridge.
Laddie, I need about 350. I will give you Mech's fridge if you do so.
You will do no such thing.
You have no say here, young man.
It's my fridge. I have all of the say.
No, you don't want to make it cool, so it's mine now.
Oh my god.
The forces of Next
Anyway.
defend the Earth against the Decepticons until he was killed by Shockwave.
Of course, Shockwave.
A second movie universe knockout appeared as a non-transforming figure in 2011's Speed Stars toy line.
That's one of those
A
weird
three-wheeled
three-wheeler.
motorcycle Autobot with barely controllable anger issues. It was also in 2011 that the most famous knockout was
All right,
introduced.
here we go.
Transformers Prime. The Decepticons' medic and weapons engineer. This knockout was
Oh.
a vain, snobbish bot obsessed with his looks, who chose a sports car alternate mode.
Of course he
unusual
did.
For a Decepticon, specifically for its sleek, stylish shape. Knockout joined the cast of the Prime cartoon.
Well, his
midway
mall looks
through
pretty
its
good.
First season, when he and his assistant Breakdown were summoned to the Decepticons' warship by Starscream to tend to a
Starscream.
severely wounded Megatron.
Ah.
Heavily queer-coded, he was played with great theatricality
Really?
by actor Darren Norris.
Yeah, he's
all
incredibly
puny
gay.
mannerisms and sassy dialogue.
I always love it when someone says, yeah, he's incredibly gay. Like, I don't know.
No,
like,
he legitimately is. I think in the comics he has like literally a lover.
huh.
That's why I'm like, oh, it's him. That's why I
Where-
was like that. I'm like,
where
I
the-
know a little bit about him.
Mech, where the heck is Wheelie? I don't know. Go look for him in your heart or something. I don't know. On another note, What was I gonna say?
Sadly became a monster in a certain comic, and we had to kick him up into space. I'm not making this up, by the way. If you know which one I'm referring to, you know which one.
Good to know. On another note, I was about to say, this reminds me of, there's one series where, yeah, my friend just basically told me, yeah, the person in this anime, he's gay. And it's like there's a weird misunderstanding with another character, and it's all about a girl, and the whole time this is happening, the only thing I can think of what my friend said, I'm like, this whole thing could be resolved if he simply said, I'm gay. Because then there's no misunderstanding. He's like, right? Am I wrong about this? I feel like that shuts down any legends of, oh, you were just messing around with this girl.
I'm not only an automobile, I'm an
I've heard that.
automobile enthusiast.
Okay, I can kind of see it.
Sweet rims.
Okay, I can definitely see it.
Look in steel-belted radials.
Knockout
I've heard that
quickly
verse
became one of
before,
the
though.
show's main Decepticon
I don't know who it
cast
is.
members, with notable adventures that saw him hunt for Cybertronian relics beneath Manhattan and kidnap the Autobots' human allies June Darby and William Fowler, though his primary concern in the field was usually making sure his paintwork didn't get scratched. In his off hours, he liked to spend time in alt mode, partaking in illegal street races with unwitting human drivers, and attending drive-in movies. After Knockout's experiments
Drive-in
with a
movies,
synthetic Energon formula went awry and unleashed a horde of zombie Terrorcons on the
Mr.
Decepticons,
Turner?
he was forced to
That's
hand over
him?
control of the project
Yeah.
to Shockwave.
Sounds like
The
him.
ignominy
Yeah.
of being reduced to little more than a gopher was more than a narcissist like Knockout could stand.
Makes sense.
And in the series finale, he decided to join the winning team, turning on the Decepticons and helping the Autobots save Cybertron from the Dark God, Unicron.
Well, I never really had the best role models.
This Knockout was an instant
Interesting.
favorite with fans, and easily
Maybe we'll
Transformers
watch
Prime's
Prime eventually.
standout new character. He appeared in various pieces of tie-in Prime media, and multiple figures of him were released, as he quickly became the definitive bot to bear the name. Within a few years of the series' end, new Knockouts based directly on the Prime incarnation of the character began to cameo in other Transformers continuities,
Cool.
including Transformers Animated, Beast Wars Uprising, and most prominently, IDW Publishing's comics.
That look on his
IDW's version
face.
of Knockout was an unaffiliated Transformer from
I just love the look on Starscream's face here while he's talking. He looks so done with whatever he's saying.
Look, Knockout is very narcissistic. It's kind of hard not to be done with him, not gonna lie.
Everyone just looks at him with that sneer of, please stop talking.
Yeah, that's Knockout, alright.
from a long-lost Cybertronian colony on the planet Velocitron, a world obsessed
I've heard about
with
this a little
racing,
bit.
where he worked as a weight loss surgeon, modding racers' bodies
Weight
to help
loss?
them
Of
stay
course.
lean and lightweight for maximum speed. He and fellow Velocitronian Moon Racer served as the planet's ambassadors to Cybertron.
Is that
when
Rat
the
Trap?
two worlds finally made contact, and sat
Yeah,
on
that's
the
Rat Trap.
Interplanetary Council of Worlds that governed colony affairs. Where the Prime cartoon could only imply, the comic was able to depict Knockout as openly gay and in a relationship with
Be
Breakdown.
nicer for me. Oh, yeah, I
Illustrating
get
the
that
way
feeling.
Concepts in the world of the Transformers.
Whenever someone says, can you do this for me? That usually implies something, that you care enough about them to the point that you're willing to take steps, that you're willing to... What's the right word, Fable? Make concessions. Which usually people only do it that much for, well, either quite literally family or lovers.
Converge and come full circle. The 2016
There are exceptions, but, you know.
Transformers Collector's Club story, The Toxic Transformer, even featured a hybrid Knockout with the body of the original Micromaster,
Huh.
the head, colors, and personality of the Prime character. With 2020 having further driven home
get back
Prime
to you on
Knockout's
that, Platty.
popularity by seeing him voted by fans into the Transformers Hall of Fame,
Cool.
it certainly feels like the random usage of the name is now a thing of the past, and that future Knockouts will likely follow in the Prime character's footsteps. And look good
No, you
doing
can't
it,
have my
too.
fridge.
And those are the basics on Knockout. Let me know in the comments how many of these different guys you've encountered over the years.
Oh, Fable,
Don't forget
you need
like
to
and
watch the
subscribe
thing
for
on the
more
monster
history,
bots.
or
You're gonna
on
like
the
them.
Transformers, click the bell to be notified about new episodes.
Cause I think cause they're like monstrous, but in a cute way. I feel like to you. Well, poison, aerosol, nausea, fever, fatigue, chest pains, paralysis of bone, loss of bones density, mood swing, moodiness, feral rage, dilly-dallings. Anyway, on that note, what do you guys think of Knockout? I was surprised by his voice
Okay.
and design. That's less of an opinion and more of an observation.
That's what I think of him. Alright, goodbye.
Anyway, thank you all so much. If you guys like what I'm doing here, please do consider check out other stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. If you want more, well, comment down below. Also, one more thing I forgot to add. If you guys want us to watch Prime over on the Patreon, Transformers Prime, well, check out the Patreon. We already have a bit of Beast Wars and a bit of the original. But if you want Prime, well, tell us in the comments and maybe join the Patreon. Help me with my bills, just maybe a little, make it a better chance of helping me. Anyway, thank you all so much and we'll see you all there. Bye-bye.